On this episode, we're still on lockdown, but I guess we get out now to protest.
This should not have happened in the world today.
Yes, but we don't know. And what we don't know is, why did we have to wait for this to happen? To get out and protest over someone losing their life? Great. But we should have been out there protesting from the beginning of the lockdown.
This is another chapter of we don't know what in the hell is happening to the world. Not just today, but in 2020.
I don't think anybody knows what's going on in 2020. But SpaceX did launch, and they are mirroring the TV show Space Force. Or no, maybe Space Force is mirroring the launch from SpaceX?
It doesn't matter. As Admiral Scott Thomas, I got this handled.
Yeah. Okay, Admiral. Listen to this guy, Admiral Scott Thomas. We'll see if you got this handled, and we'll see if Disney has it handled as they are getting ready to reopen in July. Welcome to the Don't Know Show. What happened to the world today? We don't know shit. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show and podcast.
We're going to talk about what we have noticed is going on in the world today, which I don't know what's going on with 2020, but I think we just need to throw this out.
Yeah. Everybody at New Year's Eve was saying, yay, we're probably out of 2019. Hopefully we're going to get a better year. Screwed.
Yeah, it is not happening. We are definitely not seeing that. I mean, apparently the coronavirus is no longer in the news.
No, because there's more important things now. Woo!
All we've seen now is the George Floyd murder and the subsequent riots that are going on because of this. And I don't even know how to address this. This was on the back. This was on Lone Mountain in Las Vegas. A company, I can't remember the name of the company, entertainment company, got their lasers out and they put it up there. It says Black Lives Matter, which I agree. I mean, the thing that happened with George Floyd was wrong.
Oh, God, yes.
It's happened before.
Many times.
Not just to George Floyd, but in, when was Tony Timpa? Tony Timpa was back in August of 2016. He was afraid he needed help. A 32-year-old man was unarmed, handcuffed by two private police guards. Police showed up. Police kneeled on the back of his neck also, and he ended up passing away also.
Yeah. It just absolutely baffles me.
Face down in the grass.
These guys are supposed to be professionals, and they can't tell when they've gone too far. Really?
They're not professionals. How do you teach somebody? I mean, look what's going on now. Now we're putting everybody out there to, what are they supposed to do? Stand there and take all the taunting and everything that's going on? Because that's all you see is videos of people taunting. Oh, you can't touch me. I didn't touch you. You can't touch me. I didn't touch you. You know, and then you've got the one lady who threw the Molotov cocktail into the thing. They got the one where they pulled the guy out of his vehicle and beat the hell out of him. There's one where a FedEx guy got attacked, so he punched the other guy, and that guy died. I mean, I don't even know how to address this. I mean, people need to step up when they see these things happening and not continue to videotape it. But where does it end? You know, and here's the worst part about all of this, okay? Target has announced they're going to shut down 175 stores. So what the coronavirus could not do, these riots are doing. And God love you. You need to riot. You need to go out there. You need to be heard. You need to do it.
Don't need to riot. You need to protest.
No, you need to riot. There is no right or wrong way to do this. You need to riot. You need to take back your authority. You need to riot. You definitely need to do that because, you know, the peaceful protests aren't working. Now, I don't know if you saw in Flint, Michigan, the sheriff there asked the people, says, what do you want us to do? And somebody said, march with us. So he said, okay. Everybody put your batons down, and he marched with them, and he's marching with them. And then that's it. But the problem with what's going on right now is other parties or other people's agendas are being served.
Correct.
So the NRA has got all their publicity out there going, I I guess you're going to need your guns now, right? So the NRA is out there doing that. Everybody's blaming George Soros for hiring these crisis actors to go out there and do these things, that people are out there, inciting these riots to make it worse. So we'll never know the truth. I mean, what could be started off for something that could take care of this and actually correct things, we won't know, because everybody is taking over control.
Yes.
And making it for their own agenda to forward their own. I don't know.
Back. I want to say it was the 20s. Back in the 20s, was that when they had the Union Wars? No, that was later than that. It was 50s, right? Union Wars were the 50s.
I don't know.
60s.
So don't know show.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm terrible with cares. You can look it up, but things that are important. And I remember that they would literally take a peaceful protest group, and a handful of instigators would circulate through the crowd and pump the people up until it turned into a riot. And they did it on purpose because it suited their needs. Same thing with lynchies back in the old days. If they wanted somebody dead, a couple guys.
She's a witch. She's a witch. Burn her.
That's who was lynches. Yeah.
They've got video of people paying people. Hey man, there's 3 picnic benches down the street there. Go get those. And you see the guy handing the guy money. I mean, and then also there's the one guy who's all dressed in black. He's wearing all black with a black umbrella, and they're saying that they've got footage of him and he's a Minneapolis policeman. I mean, it's just crazy that you see out there. But yeah, this stuff gets taken over, and throughout history you can go search it up and get taken over. And
other people, they're taking a legitimate concern and they're forcing their own agendas or using these events to cover up what they're trying to do, so it's under the radar.
Right. Yeah. Look over here like magicians. Oh, look over here. This is not where the trick's happening. The trick's happening over there, and that's what they're doing to us. So yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just a crazy year, folks. And I don't know. If you see, I mean, we had riots here in Vegas. They trashed a Easy Pawn. But yeah, I don't understand the looting and the trashing part.
Again, the people who are doing that are taking advantage for their own gains.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. Some of the people who end up committing these crimes, they did not go out there to do this. They went out there to do the protest, and their emotions got high, and then they got swept away. It's called mob mentality for a reason.
Well, and that's it too, right? I mean, what are the police supposed to do in this situation, right? They're saying that all the police are bad. They're all bad. They're not all bad. Okay.
Of course not. It's a small percentage, just like anything else.
But the ones that, like I said with the politicians, we need to vote them all out until we get people in there that stop the bad ones from doing what they're doing. So what do we do with the police department? How do we solve that? Do we get rid of the police department and go to the military?
That's even harder, state? Yeah, because few people would want a military state. You see other countries that have that, and they are not happy people.
Right. I mean, we all freak out and everything. Like, oh God, I can't believe it's all tear gas people in China. And, that's what we're doing.
Yes.
This is no longer a peaceful demonstration. Everybody go back home. If you stay out, you'll arrest you. So it's crazy. I don't have any answers here. I don't think anybody really has answers. I mean, how far do you push it when you see something like that going on, where you step in? I mean, and say, look, you guys have to stop. But how do you stop? How do you stop them? I would love to know, how do we stop? How do we step in when you see somebody going, hey, I can't breathe? What do you do?
Well, honestly, if I saw that, you don't put your hands on a police officer. You just.
Well,
but I would have the 911 again and said, hey, we need an officer here or somebody in charge here, because this guy is killing this guy. And radios work.
Yeah, supervisor, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, call for supervisors. I mean, videotaping and watching the guy get murdered didn't help.
No. And that's another problem with this society. Everybody wants to videotape everything. That's right. Fine and dandy, but you still can't just stand there. You got to do something.
Yeah, but how do you do something where you put yourself in danger?
Again, that is a problem. You're not supposed to be that country that you put yourself in danger. But you saw what happened with the CNN crew getting arrested and hassled. Yep. They're doing what they're supposed to do. There was nothing wrong with what they were doing.
Yeah, and now we're burning flags again. We're burning down police stations. I mean, something's got to change. Yes. I don't know what or what the last straw will be.
More people need to watch our show and listen to our genuine positivity message, which will of course come later on in the show.
Yeah, we'll swing over to positivity here a little bit, but I mean, we do have to mention this. I mean, we are a little behind on what's going on because of the fact that we record our show a week in advance.
Correct.
But yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, if you guys look at the news right now, that's all that's on the news. That's all that's out there. There's no more coronavirus. I don't know how we're going to survive this year, though, as a society.
And the worst part is, one of the most momentous things we've had happen in a long time, which again we'll talk about in a little while, happened, and it's being overshadowed. It's terrible.
Right. I don't think I really have anything else to say on this subject, except for the fact that, things do need to change. People need to be held responsible, but we're not a society of responsible people anymore.
No, that's the problem. Hate is prevalent, and bullying is prevalent, and we were making such progress on anti-bullying campaigns, and it's all out the freaking window.
Yeah, that's all out the window. The control over who controls you is all out the window. The government has proved that they can control us, keep us in our houses, keep us from working, keep us from making a living, and yet they'll send you money. You can go on unemployment, and
which is something that was necessary for this particular. However, that is the fastest way to get people on the dole again. And having people getting paid for not working is not good. It is counterproductive.
Yeah, and there's the PUA. So if you weren't able to get unemployment before, you get unemployment, you get turned down from unemployment, and then they pick you up on the pandemic unemployment assistance. So if you weren't,
I still have to look out because I still haven't made any money since April.
Well, you need to go on
April,
PUA.
February.
You need to go on PUA.
Yeah.
You need to go on unemployment.
I absolutely despise taking money that I haven't earned. But
guess what? You've earned it. You paid for it. You're gonna pay it back when you get your business rolling again. So you might as well take it now. So sorry. I appreciate
it frustrates me.
You feel,
I remember when we were younger and Susie had all those times in the hospital and she couldn't work and I was working minimum wage jobs and we had to go on food stamps. It just absolutely drove me insane. I hated it.
Yeah, well, time to go back. Time to go back, my friend. But I have some good news for you.
You do?
The murder hornets. The enlarge your penis.
Because women still say that's big. Did you get any consensus on that?
I never got any answers on whether that's big or not.
Really, ladies? Come on. Give us a break. Give us some.
An old story from last year has resurfaced because of the murder hornets.
Ooh, really?
And it says a bee sting will cause permanent penis enlargement. If you get stung,
I'm calling bullshit.
if you get stung,
I mean, yes, I will admit that the initial swelling is probably going to be substantial from a bee sting on the penis, but I don't see it being permanent. Oh, are you serious?
What?
Apparently, this is it comes from the royals of ancient Egypt, and now Asian people are doing it. What?
Exactly.
There's no freaking way you're gonna be that stupid to do it on purpose.
Right. But it's from a web page that says that we do news parodies.
There you go. I see that now. Okay, when it loaded up, that part wasn't here.
Yeah, so it is from a web page that has news parodies. So Snoops is saying that it's not legit and it is a parody.
Okie dokie. Yeah.
So, sorry, guys.
You caught me on it because I didn't see that.
I was hoping you would or wouldn't. That's why I wanted
Just remember, folks, everything you read on the internet is true.
Right? And as Scott says, don't know. It's the don't know show.
It's the don't know show because we don't know.
Scott really didn't know.
That was good.
So,
all right. Now we're back to the point where I was alluding to before. Yes. All this negative stuff has taken something that is so fantastic that we haven't done in over a freaking decade. Our SpaceX launch worked. It happened. They docked. Everything went like it was supposed to. Yes!
Yeah. Well, even the rocket landed back.
Did you see that?
The rocket?
No. We watched it. Susie and I actually sat and watched it because we haven't seen it since we were kids. We're just like, hey, look at this thing land. It's like a freaking drone.
I was told that the footage cut out and you actually didn't see it land.
I'm pretty sure we saw it land.
Okay.
Susie was screaming at me. She said, look, it's landing.
Okay. So here's the interesting thing that a couple things that I learned. You know, like they've got the new spacesuits, right?
Yes.
So does that
spacesuit a lot less bulky?
That spacesuit look familiar?
Does it look familiar?
Yeah, like you've seen it somewhere before.
No, because all the other stuff I remember seeing on movies and stuff was all. Because they're really sleek compared to the older units.
Right. Remember when they launched and the gloves are touchscreen to be able to work touchscreen,
which is cool. Yeah, they flew this thing touchscreen instead of toggles and stuff.
Yep. So
of course, the only problem I see with that is what if there's electrical failure? You're kind of screwed. But I guess most toggles don't work then either. So
yeah. So remember when they launched the Tesla into space?
The supposed launch of the Tesla into space?
The car.
I know what you're talking about. Because they even made fun of it with, which movie was that where the superhero takes the car and throws it back down to the planet at the end of the movie?
Elon Musk's Tesla Roadsters, electric sparkers, with many dummy parody payload from the February 2018 Falcon Heavy test flight. Okay. Came a artificial satellite of the sun. The 2008 model Roadster was previously used by Musk for commuting to work, and it's the only production car in space.
Yep, I do remember that.
So you're telling me it didn't happen?
No, there were a bunch of people that said it didn't happen, remember?
Okay, there were a bunch of people that said the Earth is flat. However,
true.
they put a guy, a dummy, for the dummy payload and the driver's seat. And this was the first look you got at that spacesuit.
Oh, see, I missed that. How did I not see that?
So it is the SpaceX Roadster and Starman.
Cool.
And Starman is wearing this spacesuit. So it's where it looks. So there was something else that I found out that was very interesting about space.
Did we ever figure out how they shot the thing into space and the tires didn't explode?
I don't know. Maybe they filled it with nitrogen. Why did the astronauts not explode? They're filled with.
Yeah, they're in special gear to keep that from happening, though.
You disabled sharing again.
No, it automatically does that.
You got to turn that on every show.
It looks like it.
Let me know when you have it because I want to show you something. And
it should be clicked.
It's disabled.
Really?
Host has disabled. Let me try again. Host has disabled participant screen sharing.
All right. Let's try. Oh, that's right. I have to go to a different area for this. Do. Look, folks, we are really technologically savvy.
Don't know
here.
show.
They changed things around. I no longer see.
They keep changing things around. One of the good things about Zoom becoming popular, and one of the bad things about Zoom becoming popular.
Yeah, but what happened to my settings page? Why is that missing? Oh, there it is. Found the settings page. Settings. Let's try video. No, it's not there.
Wow.
Meetings.
Sorry, folks.
Share screen. It says that it's set up to share. Why is it not sharing?
Oh, let me try it now. Host is disabled participant screen sharing. All right. Well, you're going to have to bring up a picture then. Find a picture of a launch and bring it up.
Find a picture of a launch and bring it up.
Yeah. SpaceX launch. Find a picture and bring it up.
Okay.
We'll have to remind you every show. We'll have to test that every show.
Okay.
Bring it on.
SpaceX launch.
Yep. Bring that picture up and share it. There was something that I found out, and I was surprised to find out, and I didn't realize that there was an actual thing. There is something at every launch tower. And I was like, yeah, why is that there?
Do you need the video or just the picture?
I need a picture.
Okay, cool. All right, so share screen, share this screen. Boom. How's that?
Yes, there it is. Do you notice anything unusual in this picture?
Anything unusual in this picture?
Yeah, there's a rocket. There's a launch tower.
Right.
Right. What's to the left?
A water tower.
Why is there a water tower at every launch pad?
Well, don't you think they need water if there's a problem?
No, that's not why it's there.
Okay.
You ready for this? Here's why it's there from the Don't Know Show. As they ignite the rocket, they dump that entire water tower into a pool below the rocket. And it creates about a 19-inch pool of water.
Okay.
Because the rocket sound waves from the engine going up, those sound waves, if they hit the ground, would bounce back up into the rocket and vibrate the rocket and destroy the rocket. The water actually absorbs the sound waves from the rocket.
How cool is that?
How amazing is that? Not to cool the flames,
right.
Cool the flames. Nope. Not to
I
cool
learned
thing.
something new today.
It is to stop the acoustic rebound of the rockets from bouncing back up into the rocket itself and destroying it.
Very cool.
I was like,
Thank you, Steve, for making the Don't Know show know something.
I was like, yeah, why is there a water tower in everyone? You know, and you think, oh, well, you know, they put it down there so when the flames hit, it cools, or if there's a fire, they need water. No, that's not it. So let's go off subject and let's talk about what's behind you. Are we done with SpaceX?
Sure.
All right. Let's talk about what's behind you.
Space aliens.
Is that an alien?
Must be, because I've never seen anything like it before.
Are those locusts or what?
No, it is some kind of caterpillar.
Huh.
Or have you ever seen a tomato worm?
A tomato worm?
Yes. Do you remember when you were younger, still living around here, when you grew your own tomatoes, unlike the place where you live now where you can't?
Right. Well, you
Okay.
can.
If like when we lived out on the farm, for sure we got them a lot. You get these really long green worms that ate up the leaves on tomatoes. I mean, they just devoured them. This thing is like a cross between one of those worms and a caterpillar. It is the freakiest looking thing. Doesn't, oh, let me get my finger. Doesn't this almost look like an alligator head?
Okay, if you say so. Is that it emerging, or is that it going into the chrysalis state?
It was walking on the leaf. I have no clue. Yeah.
Oh, it was actually still alive at that.
Yes,
very,
it was
very
moving.
Weird. Very weird.
It was very weird. So I took a picture of it because I've never seen anything like it before. I thought it was pretty cool.
So we've got, you know, we've gone SpaceX, we've gone aliens.
Right.
Now, have you seen the latest hot TV show on Netflix called Space Force?
No, because I don't watch Netflix.
It's a Steve Carell.
Automatically, that makes it funny.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not a Steve Carell fan?
Okay.
His humor is obviously very droll.
Well, let's see. Forbes says that Space Force is sitting uncomfortably as Netflix 156th highest rated original.
Okay.
That's not good, I don't think.
Out of what? 152?
Well, the way it's worded, they make you want to make it sound like it's not
doing well or not so
not
good?
good. It's got a 4.2 rating.
Out of what?
Out of 5.
Okay. See that?
The audience rating on I don't know what this is.
Okay, here's one thing that I've learned.
IMDb's only got a 6.9 on it. Common Sense has got a 3. Rotten Tomatoes is 43.
I
don't know.
ever go by what the critics say. I go by what the people say.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool because it's kind of like us going back into space and stuff like that. And
yes,
Space Forces, you know, you've got the Air Force and the Navy, and he thought he was going to be in charge of the Air Force, and actually it's in the Space Force because they're going to put boots on the moon in 2020. You know, It's kind of like what we've been talking about, what everybody wants us to do, right?
Well, here's the thing. I decided that
topical, but it's not that good.
If they actually do decide to create a Space Force, I expect to be made Admiral Scott Thomas commanding.
Yeah, why? Yeah, I saw that. I saw you put that comment in there, and I'm like, why?
Okay.
Why are you?
It's very simple. I am a huge sci-fi fantasy fan, so I read a lot of science fiction books, and a lot of them have space navies because it's the Navy, not the Air Force, that actually does this. And I think I think I would be good at commanding a Space Force in space.
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't open the pod bay doors.
Exactly.
I think you'd be the first one thrown out of the pod bay doors.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, see, I have this thing about how things should be done. You have to have discipline. You have to have a fairly tight ship, but you also have to not be stupid.
Yeah. Why does this thing keep talking? All right, here, get away.
You're making cool noises again.
I know, it's making weird noises. I'm trying to find. Let's see.
Are
So
you going to make
Alexa,
fun of me again?
come on. Alexa, open the pod bay doors.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm not Hal and we're not in space.
Did you hear that?
Yes, mine turned on too.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Didn't quite understand you because you're too far away, she said.
Oh, that's cool. So yeah, all right. So you think you're an admiral?
Sure. I would make a great admiral in the Space Navy.
I don't think so.
I
But,
do.
okay. But you would make a good genuine positivity guru. So let's make you that on our show.
Okay, I'm good at that.
So let's see if you can make up a genuine positivity saying.
You're going to make it go away again, aren't you?
on the spot. So here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Funguy the Entertainer with our genuine positivity message.
When you have someone like Steve in your life, you know that you're going to have a positive. No. You like that? Yeah. Because when you did that, you blocked my screen. Even though I saw you put it back, you popped up something that blocked the words anyway.
I know. I blocked it out. I cleared it, though.
If you're given the chance to do something nice for someone, don't hesitate. That's something that you might do, might seem to be an imposition on you, but I assure you, it is actually a boost to your own happiness.
Funguy the Entertainer. So I just want to say thank you, Scott, for putting up with all my craziness during these shows and during these COVID times and during these
I'm hearing voices.
Riot times. That's not mine. That's not me. Is that by you? Do you need to check that out?
The voice sounds a lot like you.
Are they rioting? Are they rioting by you?
I'm just hearing these weird voices, words that don't normally come out of your mouth.
Oh, that's not true.
It was really you.
That's not true. I've complimented you before, and thank you.
Yes, you have. At least once every 6 months.
More often than that, but okay.
I love you, Steve. Thank you for being nice to me.
It's once every quarter.
Once every quarter? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's twice every 6 months. Damn it, get it right.
Yeah.
See, I'd make a great admiral.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. So what states are open? What states are open?
The state of confusion, state of insanity.
States opening this week.
I had my first bus run over the weekend.
Did you?
Yep.
That's
Did
really
a birthday
good.
party. Took them around Lake Geneva and they partied.
And
they had a fun time. And I actually finally had, they tipped me enough that I could actually pay one bill.
Wow. That's good. So New York, Pennsylvania, Jersey, Illinois, Michigan,
Joyzy?
Tennessee, Nebraska, New Mexico, California, Oregon, and Washington. Still kind of shut down.
How about Floridia?
No, Florida's been open for a while.
Oh, California?
Nope. Well, they're opening some things.
Are they going to open Cartoon Land?
No, they are not going to open up Disneyland.
No?
Disneyland is not going to open.
How about Disney World?
A lot of them are doing outside seating. Like Chicago, the mayor said, nope, we're not reopening. Not even for outside seating. Governor Newsom in California issued the nation's first stay-at-home order on March 19. Beginning May 8th, non-essential businesses are allowed to reopen for curbside pickup. Restaurants and bars in all three counties remain closed to in-person customers. On May 18th, Newsom announced that professional sports can resume in that state without fans present, but that still hasn't happened. The first week of June. California has 15 teams. Wow. 15 teams in the Big Four of the American pro sports, most of any state. That's a lot.
Well, we had our first, what do you want to call it, sporting event over the weekend that was live.
What was that?
They had the what are those motorcycles, the ones that they race and they're literally, you're like, how the hell are they still going? Because they're laying, their guy's knee is scraping the ground. What do they call that?
Well, I used to race street bikes, cafe bikes.
Well, these are full size. machines. Was yours a big one?
What do you think? I rode a tricycle?
Well, you said a cafe bike. That sounds like one of those little, slightly bigger than a mini bike.
No, it's full size. I raced the 600cc because I could race over and unders.
Right. Well, it's
The,
Road America that they have.
Yeah, Road America road courses. Yeah,
right.
I raced Road America.
Nobody in the stands, but it was televised. So
I raced at Road America. I actually
that just baffles me because that motorcycle is probably on a 70-degree angle, and it doesn't.
Superbike motorcycles. Yeah, that's what I used to race.
How the hell do those not fall?
I raced AMA. It's all physics.
I realize that it's the whole gyro thing. You spin it, you hold it, you try to twist it. It's a bitch to twist it.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So, and obviously it has a lot to do with the tires, because if you have crappy tires, you still go down.
Well, you get a new set of tires, a new set of brakes every race.
Oh God, yes. Because I remember when I had the Honda 750 and I was going around the curve and I hit some loose gravel and I went down.
Yeah, Road America is fun. I actually crashed in after rain because we race superbike motorcycles whether it's raining or not.
Yes.
And I was coming down the last passenger bridge before you come downhill, hit a passenger bridge, you turn left, go down a straightaway, you turn right, and then bang, you're heading down the front straight where the start finish line is.
Right.
And I moved out of the race line like an idiot, going to pass from third place to second place. So I was in fourth. And as I went around, I moved out of the line. I hit a wet patch when I hit the passenger bridge because it was still dripping down from the bridge. So I was out of the race line and I started to turn and my front end just washed. So I was driving and then I was, boom, flipped right on my side and broke some ribs. So that sucked.
Yeah. Broken ribs really suck because you can't laugh. You can't do anything.
I didn't know you couldn't laugh. I knew you couldn't cough or sneeze, right? So I'd go cough or sneeze. and then I was watching a comedy show and I was laughing and I was like, oh, this was a bad idea.
Yes,
so
it is.
I had to turn that off. But yeah, that's Elkhart Lake, Road America in Sheboygan County, Wisconsin.
Sheboygan. Yep.
Yeah. So that's nice. That's a lot of fun. I got to find my picture. I don't know where my picture is. I used to race back in the days when it was film pictures, not digital.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't have any idea where the picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, when Steve used to race, they actually had to do carvings on stone.
Yeah, we had to get the dinosaurs off the track. But I don't know where the negatives are, and I don't know where the.
You're on the other side from the positives.
I don't know where the positives are either. I have one that's framed somewhere, and I've got to find it.
That'd be a good idea.
So that'll be like the only picture. Oh, excuse me.
See, I went and got a drink, so I wouldn't do that during the show.
I have drinks.
But guess what? I drank it all already. We're not done with the show yet.
We're not doing the show yet?
We're not done with it yet.
Oh. I was like, what do you mean we're not doing the show yet?
Yeah.
So what other state did you want to talk about? Illinois. Pritzker extended his stay-at-home order to May 30th. They said May 1st they're going to start opening greenhouses, garden centers, pet groomers. But yeah, it's a mess. Nobody knows what to do.
Hell no. And not only that, 14 states as of today have started to show a rise again in cases. So,
well, is it a rise in cases or again are the tests finally becoming available?
Correct. They do admit it's a combination of two things. It's both. But what they're really concerned about is, as I'm sure you saw the news, certain places like bars and beaches and stuff, the people are just packing in and they're not doing the 6-foot thing. And most of them aren't even wearing masks. My entire bus, I was the only one wearing masks because I'm required to wear one as a driver right now.
Right. And the same thing with all the riots and the protests.
Yes.
People there are not necessarily wearing masks, which is a shame.
Or even if they were, they're screaming. At that point, you're taking away the majority of what the mask is supposed to do.
Well, okay, so there was an interview with what's his name? What is the doctor?
Fauci.
Yeah, Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci. So he's like, well, here's the problem with the masks. People don't wear them right, and then they're always adjusting them so
Yeah.
that they're touching and they're getting the disease in the side anyway. So we're not getting the protection that we should
No,
be.
the mask is not going to protect you. It protects you from spreading it.
But it's
more.
not even protecting. You see people wearing them below the nose. And
Yes.
it's just, yeah, it's again.
65 to 85% of the population within 3 years is going to have it. So get used to it.
Yeah, we don't know what we don't know, and yeah, I wear a mask because it's effective.
Yep.
Dr. Fauci, second wave isn't inevitable if we do this. Again,
No, I don't know because it's a don't know show.
Don't know show. It's just crazy. So we're gonna try and open up some stuff, right? So we're gonna try and open up Disney. Oh, I didn't make that a link. Sorry.
No, you didn't make any of them links. I turned them into links earlier, but you added this even after.
So Disney World is setting to reopen, but I forgot what the rules.
Mickey Mouse is going to be in one of those biodomes as he walks around.
No, that's from the parades.
Oh, so that's like a snow globe.
But July
July
11th is when they're looking open. So that's still another month away. So July 11th, the Magic Kingdom, and then Animal Kingdom Park at Epcot. Or wait, no, it's Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom are going to open up on July 11th. And on July 15th, Epcot Center and Hollywood Studios are going to open. But these are fluid dates also because they keep changing, right?
Yes.
Employees and guests will be required to wear face coverings and undergo temperature screening before entering the park. They're going to reduce the capacity of the park. They're going to temporarily suspend parades, fireworks, or other events that create crowds. The resort will also enable a cashless transaction. So you'll have cashless payment stuff. And they're going to increase the number of hand sanitizing stations.
Right.
So
here's the thing. This is why I tell people. You have to do what's best for you. If you feel the need to not go out, don't go out. If you feel the need to go out and wear a mask, wear a mask. If you're one of those that doesn't want to or thinks you're not going to get it and you don't want to wear a mask, it's still America. You're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Just remember, if you get sick, you give it to everybody in your family and you're putting a strain on other people. So I'll admit, I go to the store and I don't wear a mask, but I also do try to keep that 6 foot distance. And I've been listening to some of the other doctors who are talking about how there's so much of it in the air already, but if you get it in small quantities, your body fights it well. It's when you get hammered by it that your body can't deal with it. So I'm thinking by doing what I'm doing, I'm getting little itty bits of it, and I'm building up my own immunity over time. I'm just guessing because nobody knows.
Yeah.
That's my brain is telling me that's a smart thing. I'm keeping my hand. I wear gloves when I go out. I do. Right. I wear gloves when I go out.
Gloves don't matter.
Because I touch my face a lot. I touch my face a lot.
If you're touching it with the gloves, you're done.
No. Here's what I do. I wear the gloves. Okay. If I feel the itch, I take the one glove off, go like this, and then I get my hand back inside the glove without touching the outside of the glove.
So they're not
the latex ones. No.
Okay.
And then at the end of the day, I spray Lysol on them because Lysol will kill everything on that glove. Plus, I leave it sitting on the dashboard of my vehicle, so when the sun comes up, it fries it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm getting notifications now that Walmart in Las Vegas is closing. They're closing early.
Yep. Ours is too. It's like I couldn't believe it. A 24-hour place is no longer 24 hours. So all the people who are used to going there for third shift can't.
Yeah, and well, because of what's going on with the Floyd thing, they're now closing. They're now closing all the Targets.
Yep. What I'm waiting to hear, and please, I hope I'm wrong that this doesn't really happen. There are a lot of people that are going to be in their stores at night with shotguns. Somebody breaks through that door, they're just going to squeeze the triggers. I know it's going to happen.
There's already been footage of that. There's already been footage of that. It was
Yep.
a place, was it in New York or something? It was an Italian restaurant. And they were going to break in, and the guys opened up the door with shotguns.
Yep.
And they backed off. They still busted one of the windows, but so they could throw stuff to do that. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yep. You got to be able to protect your property. You have to be able to protect your property. I'm sorry. It's you. I work hard for my shit. I don't need some dumb shit, destroying my property. It's just wrong.
Well, a lot of these companies do their overnight cruise where they restock and stuff like that. So what do they do for that?
Yep.
Are they closing the store and locking it up, or are those people not coming in reporting into work?
Yeah, that's another story.
I mean, because this is, this is a
I do know that during, I'm having a brain fart. What are the curfews? When they have curfews,
yep,
you still have people who are able to do things, because there's,
right.
You
have to go to work and stuff like that.
Right. So they have special papers to do it. I know that my niece is a hospital worker and she works late shifts a lot. And they gave her a special form so that if she gets pulled over during curfew time, she shows them the form and they just
right. But that's
her in.
Corona. This is different. This is This is just unbelievable.
Right. It's night stocking is not not essential. It is not essential to stock at night. It's helpful to stock at night, but it's not essential. You can stock during the day.
Yeah, whatever. The whole essential, non-essential thing. Again.
Yep, drives me crazy too.
Again, the fact that they've taken over control of our lives. Vote them out. I'm going to say it again, people. During this election, vote everyone out. If you're an incumbent, get out. You couldn't stop the people who were there, and we need to get everybody out and start again. And we get rid of those people the same way. I say for the next 6 elections, we just vote everybody out. You're gone. That's it.
That way the machines cannot take over again. When I say machines, I mean political machines. Because I'll tell you right now, if you've ever seen Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, that is legitimate. That's what they do. They screw you until you follow along in their path.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
But we need the world to become more electrified.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what it means? It's a segue because you told me to work on my segues. What's the next story?
It's about an airplane.
An electric airplane. It is the world's largest electric airplane.
Okay, again, just saying words that are part of the next story is not really a segue.
No, but it wasn't. I took what we were talking about vote everybody out. The world needs to become more electrified. Vote people out. Get an electric airplane. It worked.
No. Please.
And it worked for 28 minutes.
Please comment down there and explain to them to Scott that is not a segue.
It certainly was.
Not even close to being a segue.
So anyway, and this happened in Washington State, part of USA, rah, rah, rah.
Go ahead. It's your show.
It's an e-caravan plane, which is a
welcome to the Scott Thomas Don't Know Show.
I don't know, but I do know this.
Scott Thomas taking us off on a flight of fancy.
No, it wasn't a flight of fancy. It was a flight of technology.
Technology.
They are attempting to create more environmentally friendly and less costly to operate vehicles, including airplanes, and it's working. This is a significant milestone in disrupting the status quo. A
half-hour flight,
but it's the first one. Now, remember when they first started doing electric cars? The first electric car went like 6 miles? Now they drive almost all day. So this is going to be the same thing. They're working on creating technology. I think that's genius. And not only that, here's what I'm thinking. If you put a wind turbine on the plane, you go up in the airplane with the electric, and the wind turbine keeps recharging your batteries. I think that's going to be the next step. Do you remember when you had a bicycle as a kid?
A wind turbine.
Yes. Do you remember
so the airplane, while it's flying, is going to be spinning the propeller one way, and then as it's pulling, the wind turbine is going to be spinning the other way to generate more electricity, kind of like a perpetual motion machine?
Correct.
Okay, that doesn't work. You know that, right?
Look, it's a don't know show. I just came up with an idea. They're going to look at it and say, that won't work, but wait, maybe this will work. That's how genius works. You take somebody who doesn't have a clue, they say something, and it goes ding, 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 and somebody who's smart.
Okay, so if I just say random things, you're going to go, that's genius, and we should do that. So
you never know. It could happen. That's the point.
So poop-flavored ice cream.
You know, I bet you they'd feed that to dogs who like to eat ice cream, but they might not want them to poop in the house, so they give them poop-flavored ice cream.
But the dogs eat their own poop, and ice cream is not healthy for a dog.
Okay.
So no. What about, okay, so they're throwing tear gas at people. What about tear gas flavored ice cream?
Okay. Now, I can't see that being really popular, except that it is in China.
What do you mean? It is.
In Hong Kong, they're offering tear gas flavored ice cream to help people realize that it's okay to fight the government.
What?
Really? That's what it was all about. It's a flashback of giving people, oh, shootskis. I just had a big thing open up in my window here. There we go. Anyway, what he did is
I do that? I didn't do that.
I don't think it was you, but it might have been you. But I got this big honking housefly in here that's like the size of a bee. But anyway, he decided. I can't remember I can't pronounce his name. But there's a customer, Anita Wong, who experienced tear gas at a protest. She says, I think it's a flashback that reminds me of how painful I felt in the movement, but that I shouldn't ever forget. So the flavor is a sign of support for the pro-democracy movement, which is seeking to regain its momentum during the coronavirus pandemic.
Okay, did you just read that, or did you actually say it? Because that made no sense at all to me.
I read it.
Read that again, only read it like you've heard it before.
Like I heard it before?
Yeah, you just said a bunch of words and it didn't make sense.
That's because you were focusing on something else. So as a result, you couldn't multitask that time. There's a customer, there's a shop in Hong Kong. The shop owner took black cracked pepper and a few other things to replicate the taste of tear gas. And one of his customers, whose name is Anita Wong, is someone who experienced tear gas at a protest. And she says, I think it's a flashback that reminds me how painful I felt in the movement and that I shouldn't ever forget. So wow. The flavor is a sign of support for the pro-democracy movement, which is seeking to regain its momentum during the coronavirus pandemic.
Wow.
So apparently, the ice cream shop also provides a space for people to express their views about the movement, and they're still in business, which is kind of amazing.
That is crazy.
And guess how much one serving of tear gas flavored ice cream is?
How much?
$5.
That doesn't seem like a lot.
For one scoop? Oh, it says a serving. It doesn't say a scoop. It says a serving.
Yeah, but still, I mean, $5 for ice cream in China, in Hong Kong?
He says he was selling between 20 and 30 scoops a day.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, you know about the sriracha ice cream, right?
What?
I believe it was ice cream. Sriracha ice cream.
Sriracha?
Some Hispanic kids made it at school, and it ended up becoming a huge hit. Nobody would thought anybody would like it. It was really good.
Sriracha?
Sriracha? What did I say? Sriracha? Yeah, sriracha.
I know what you said.
Yeah, that red hot sauce that you see in bottles in restaurants.
Yeah, sriracha.
The stuff that if you put it directly in your mouth, you drink 12 gallons of water in 15 seconds.
You're weird. Yeah, I mean, just so you know, Baskin Robbins sells a single scoop of ice cream for like $2.80 right now.
Okay.
So if more expensive in China,
Dude, I go into McDonald's and get a 50-cent cone.
you get $1, right?
Oh, yeah, it's right, $1. It's a 50 cents during this special thing. It's $1 normally.
But it says right here, depending on where you get it, an ice cream shop, you may easily pay $4 for a 1-scoop cone. A soft serve McDonald's is probably $1.
It's $4.50 for a sundae at Culver's. So, okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
So we're gonna end our show now, right?
No.
With the word of the week?
No, you had a segue and you blew it.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the cracked peppers. So then we're gonna talk about ghost peppers.
No, the sriracha.
Because the sriracha is made with ghost peppers.
No.
Because the sriracha is hot like a ghost pepper.
You win. I'm done.
Well, our word of the week is ghost pepper. It made it into the dictionary update.
Woo! I'm going to ghost you.
You are?
Yeah.
Casper? I'm going to be Casper?
No, ghost.
But I'll be a friendly ghost.
Oh, man. This really is the Don't Know Show. The amount that you don't know really, 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 really scares me sometimes.
Why would it scare you? It should just be funny. Because there's a bunch of stuff I do know, but we never talk about that stuff.
I try and give you the opportunity to talk about those subjects, put those subjects down, and you never do.
If I know about them, nobody else needs to know about them. They're not worth it.
So what you're telling me is the information that you know is absolutely worthless, useless, and not really valuable to anyone.
Do you remember seeing the TV show Night Court?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember Richard Mall's character? He was the bailiff?
The bailiff, yeah.
Yes. He had all the completely useless, trivial information constantly, full of crap, right?
No, that's what I have. I have stuff that can't make money.
The stuff that okay.
You're even worse than that.
Because mine's on the obscure end. Yours is the everything end. I had this weird niche off the one side.
No, you're like Schultz from Hogan's Heroes.
I
know nothing. No, you don't. You don't know anything. It's sad. At some point, when I try to have a conversation with you, it's your lack of depth sometimes is, and I've got to get you off of the reading thing and just making stuff up again.
Yeah, because then you could. Yeah, never mind. I got an idea.
Do you? Are we gonna do it? Is the next show going to be your show with all your ideas?
No.
Okay. The next Don't Know show is.
I'm going to write another song. And I'm going to write it for you.
Are you?
Sure.
Can I get a line in there? Like, she likes it when I missed it and I spin inside the spray.
Just out of curiosity, did you know I hit 2,100 views?
No, I didn't. I'm glad you told me that. Did you know that I actually have that part memorized of the song?
Obviously, because you keep singing it. I played it on the bus. Oh, my God, does this sound awesome with a subwoofer?
Does it? Cool.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, this sounds really cool. Because I'm listening to it on the phone all the time, like everybody else does. And it's okay. I pumped it through the bus system, which is a kick-ass system, by the way. Oh, my God, it was so cool. Everybody was saying, wow, that's really good.
Yeah, well, good. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad. So they won't ghost you, but ghost peppers. So ghost peppers, are ghost peppers something new or they've always been around?
They've been around for a long time. They're a super spicy chili pepper from Southern Asia. So, but now
wait, I can't even pronounce how did you know they're the I'm going to say but that's not what they really are. It's BHUT.
Yep.
So it's either hut or huat. And then it's the JOLOKIA, Kia. So it's the
Jolokia.
What?
Hut Jolokia.
No. Why do you do that?
Hut Joloki.
That's not even close.
Jolokia.
How do you pronounce it?
Well, I don't know. How do you pronounce it? That particular spelling and wording is also featured in the dictionary update, by the way, folks. Are you listening to it to see what it sounds like?
I'm going to try. Oh. It's stupid. The Mandalorian. Yeah, are you ever going to watch any of these shows?
Okay.
I know you have these rules, right? Scott has rules, folks. I don't do this. I don't do that.
No, it's just frustrating because I'm spending $240 freaking dollars a month on cable, phone, and internet. I'm already paying all this money. I should be able to watch my damn shows.
Boot Jolokia. Boot Jolokia.
Boot Jolokia.
Yeah, or oh crap, I think I'm gonna die.
No, it just means hot pepper.
Boot Jolokia. There's your pronunciation.
Okay. So anyway, it has made both versions of it. Ghost pepper and Boot Jolokia have made the upgrade in the dictionary. Ta-da!
And you know what? That's not the hottest pepper. The Boot Jolokia is only at 1 million. The Infinity Chili is at 1,100,000. The get over here. The Naga Viper is at 1,200,000. The Trinidad Scorpion Chili is at 1,300,000. The Carolina Reaper is at 1,400,000 Scovilles. And pepper spray, tying it all back to all the riots and everything, pepper spray. What do you think pepper spray is at? So the last pepper was at, the Carolina Reaper was at 1,400,000. What do you think pepper spray is at?
See, I wouldn't have thought it would be that high, but apparently the way you're saying it, it must be. So 1,485,000.
You saw the cap is going up by 100,000 each time, right? Nope. The pepper spray goes to 2 million on the Scoville chart.
Wow.
But there is a pepper called the Capsaicin.
Okay.
15 million on the Scoville.
Really? So you just pop a bunch of those in your mouth, right?
No, I think you just die from walking past it.
Yeah.
But ghost pepper actually made the dictionary. That's so weird. That's just weird. Is that weird?
I think it is weird, but that's okay.
All right.
We should be in the dictionary then.
With that weirdness, I'm going to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
then please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels. Make comments to Scott to stop reading stuff and just make stuff up. It's much funnier. And tell him to learn something too. But I want you to go down there to whathappened.world. That's where you can make all the comments. I actually did a post the other day. Did you post anything from your bus ride?
No.
Oh, bummer. But I'm glad you actually had a run. I'm actually glad people went out and did stuff. So that's very exciting.
Yes.
But with that, I want you to be safe out there. If you see something, say something. Please stop destroying everything. There's got to be a better way to do this. But please make yourself heard.
Yes.
Vote everyone out. Live every day. And we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.